I found it to be very poignant.
Really?
Well, yeah, it was a moving story.
No, it wasn't.
I cried.
You always cry.
Look, I'm not trying to create any controversy here.
Then don't say that Sharknado is the greatest movie ever made.
Your ignorance vexes me.
I was about to say the exact same thing to you.
Name one movie better than Sharknado.
That's easy. I can name at least 11.
Then do it.
The Simpsons movie, for one.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Watching a stupid glutton with a voracious appetite for donuts gets old after a while.
And watching sharks flying around and eat people doesn't?
You have an utter disregard for good cinema.
I have an utter disregard for good cinema?
Yes, you do, and it baffles.
It baffles you?
Yeah, it confuses.
I think you mean it confounds.
No, it doesn't surprise me all that much. It baffles me.
I can't baffle you. You're not a fluid.
Look, it just confuses me, okay?
Then why didn't you say that in the first place?
Sorry.
What exactly was it that confuses you?
Your utter disregard for good cinema.
That confounds you only because it is you who has an utter disregard for good cinema.
I do not.
Indignation on your part won't make it any less true.
You're the indignant one.
I am not the indignant one. You're the indignant one. You think that Sharknado is the greatest movie ever made.
It is.
It's a laughable film.
It is the quintessence of cinematic achievement.
No, it isn't. It's a laughable film, and your ridiculous encomium of it won't change that fact.
You think that the Simpsons movie is good.
And you don't?
Good point. What do you think about the disaster movie?
The what movie?
The disaster movie.
Well, it sucks. It's just a bad parody.
Alright, well what do you think's better? Disaster movie or Sharknado?
Sharknado.
At least we agree on something. You know, I think this agreement we got is a salutary step in our developing our friendship.
I was only saying that because Sharknado sucks.
It does not. Listen, we can't go on arguing like this. It's just the situation will become turbulent, and we'll actually fight, and I'll kill you.
What? Fine. But we still have the onerous task of determining the best movie of all time ahead of us.
Oh, I can tell you what it's not. 12 Angry Men.
I know, that movie sucks.
The dialogue is awful. It's like, it's just a discordant mess.
You know, Michael Bay couldn't have saved that film. Right? You know, I still lament my decision to watch that instead of Transformers 3.
I know just what you mean. I'm still rueful over my decision to watch that garbage masquerading as a film.
I think I've got it. Night at the Museum 3 is the greatest movie ever made.
Hey, you're close. You're in the proximity of it, but you're not quite there yet.
You know, I think we're on the same wavelength here.
Me too.
Wait.
I think I've got
it. On 3?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
The Shawshank Redemption! Yes!
I think we've got it!
After hard work and scrupulous discussion, we finally reached a conclusion.
You want to make movies together?
Well, sure.
You know, I'm feeling optimistic about my career as a filmmaker. And I'd like to share in that optimism with a like-minded individual.
Me too. I'm also feeling kind of sanguine about my filmmaking career. Despite the insurmountable odds.
So,
it's one of my biggest aspirations to be as good of a filmmaker as Josh and Rajiv.
You never will be.
I could be, under the optimum conditions, you know. Maybe I could be a director or even a writer.
No, you won't.
Could be.
Are you drunk or something? Your judgment is being impaired right now.
I'm not drunk.
It sure seems like it.
Why are you being so plaintive? I guess I just mourn differently.
You'll never be as good as directors as them.
And why are you so sullen? We should be celebrating the lives of our favorite filmmakers right now.
What's that smell?
It's probably coming from one of the adjacent rooms.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, just give it a moment. It'll dissipate. I can't smell it anyways. I have anosmia.
You've what?
Anosmia. I can't smell a thing. You know, my scent receptors are quite torpid.
Ah, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's become quite a problem.
So what's your favorite movie of theirs?
Your antipathy is troublesome.
I don't think they directed that one.
No, the fact that you don't give a care in the world about my medical condition. That you have complete lack of solicitude about the ordeal.
Oh, you got a notification. So what?
So what? I can't believe this treachery.
Treachery?
Yeah, treachery! The complete betrayal of trust by one of my best friends. You know, I might just walk away and become a misanthrope.
Maybe you should. Your absence would actually invigorate the world.
You know, my high spirits are flagging now, no thanks to you.
Why do you have high spirits? Your favorite directors just died.
I just watch all of their movies, and it's hard to stay solemn when they're just so good.
Their movies are so somber, they're just about death.
But they're so good.
Really?
Yeah, really. You know, their first one, they basically predicted their own deaths.
It's like an ominous look into the future.
Oh my gosh, it was so awesome! You know what we should do? We should make a movie about them deciding to make their first movie.
we gotta do something big, something provocative. Like an anti-war film that'll galvanize the people so much that they decide to, you know, like, disband all the militaries and end all wars.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's a good idea, but for a film like that, the budget's gotta be extremely prohibitive.
Yeah, but, you know, we gotta do something that'll rouse the people. We gotta do something so vivid, a vivid depiction of the horrors of everyday life that it'll scare them senseless, but not because it's scary, but because it's real.
Yeah, and it'll confuse people. So we use lateral movement to and switch that up so that they don't know who the real villain is.
Yeah, we've got to do a vivaciously gruesome depiction of life. You know, something that is just so awful, but at the same time it's so beautiful that you can't look away.
Yeah, but your dreams, they're vigorous, too vigorous. They're overpowering your reason.
That's the reason! We've got to do something big. Let's predict our own death.
What?
Imagine this. It's 23 years later, and we've just died. There are these two friends talking about how we're the greatest filmmakers of all time, and they start fighting. Well, even though they fight, they decide, yeah, let's make a movie about them, and that movie leads to more fights. One thing leads to another, and they start World War III, and the entire human race goes, all because of us.
Hey, that's pretty good.